Welcome to part 2 of the best racetrack in every U.S. state. Today, we are going over 12 more states. To go over briefly, there are a few rules. First, for a track to qualify for this list, the track must actively hold racing in one form or another. 2. Drag strips will not be eligible for this list, as I wanted to focus on just dirt tracks, oval tracks, or road courses. Also, keep in mind that this is my own personal opinion on what my favorite racetrack is in each U.S. state. If you disagree with me, then let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Alright, now on to the video. For this list, we're going through each state alphabetically. So after going over 12 states already, that takes us to our next state, which is Illinois. The state of Illinois is host to a number of racetracks, like Chicagoland. But my personal favorite track is the Worldwide Technology Raceway in Madison, Illinois. The racetrack is known for being in the St. Louis, Missouri community, but the track is actually not located in the St. Louis area. The track is located across the state line in Madison, Illinois. So Worldwide Technology Raceway counts as a track located in Illinois. Worldwide Technology Raceway, better known as Gateway, opened in 1967, and it was originally just a drag strip. By 1985, a road course layout was added to the facility, and the track used part of the drag strip as the racetrack. In 1997, the track added a 1.2-mile oval that also included an infield road course, while the facility still had a drag strip. What makes this track unique is the layout of the track. While turns 3 and 4 feature a flat surface with a wider radius of turn and 11 degrees of banking. Major racing series started coming to the facility after the oval track was built. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, the now defunct Kart Racing Series, and even IndyCar would come to Gateway. The NHRA Drag Racing Series also came to the track starting in 1997 and have been coming to Gateway almost every year since then. The NASCAR Cup Series would even come to the track starting in 2022. This track's unique layout makes it for a fun racetrack. I really like it. This is the best track in all of Illinois. Next up is Indiana. For Indiana, I have to choose the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, even though I really like Indianapolis Raceway Park. Indianapolis Motor Speedway was first built in 1909 as a 2.5-mile rectangular track. The track surface was originally built with bricks, giving the racetrack the nickname of the Brickyard. The track surface is now just paved with asphalt, and only a strip of bricks remain, signaling the start-finish line. In addition to the oval track, an infield road course was constructed. This allowed many major racing series to be held at the facility. The whole reason the road course was even built was because Formula One was looking to come back to the United States. Formula One would officially come to Indianapolis Motor Speedway in 2000. Formula One would race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway all the way up to 2007. In addition to IndyCar, the NASCAR Cup Series would make its highly anticipated debut at the track in 1994 with huge success. Over the years, loads of other racing series would come to the track. The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series would come to the track in 2012. Other series that come to the track include IMSA, the GT World Challenge America, the Intercontinental Challenge, and loads of other racing events. The track even has a 0.3-mile dirt track in the infield of the track. And if that's not enough, the track even has a golf course. With 4 of the 18 holes built in the infield, while the other holes are built outside the track or on the back stretch of the track. Oh, and did I mention that Indianapolis Motor Speedway is host to the biggest racing event in the whole world? The Indy 500. Indianapolis Motor Speedway also has a capacity of 500,000 spectators. Seeing the grandstand packed on Indy 500 race day is truly a spectacle to see. This is easily the best racetrack all of Indiana. Our next track takes us to Iowa. Two tracks are really only frontrunners for this list: Iowa Speedway in Newton, Iowa, and Knoxville Raceway in Knoxville, Iowa. For this list, I have chosen Iowa Speedway. Iowa Speedway is a fairly new track. Built and opened in 2006, this track was built as a 0.87 mile short track. The then NASCAR Camping World West Series and East Series came to the track starting in 2007. The IndyCar Series was also debuted at Iowa in 2007. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series and the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series started coming to Iowa in 2009. And eventually in 2024, after a few years of absence, the NASCAR Cup Series would officially make its debut at the track. This track showcases great and fun short track racing. This track has become a fan favorite with the fans. Overall, Iowa Speedway is a great short track, and I think it's the best racetrack all of Iowa. For Kansas, I went with Kansas Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas. This massive 1.5 mile track was opened in 2001 and immediately hosted the NASCAR Cup Series, the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, and even ARCA. The track even hosted IndyCar and IMSA for a period of time. This track has become one of the best racetracks in all of NASCAR, as it has featured intense racing and close finishes, making for exciting races. With all of the other amenities at Kansas Speedway, this easily makes it the best racetrack in all of Kansas. Next up on this list is Kentucky. The obvious choice would be Kentucky Speedway, but that racetrack doesn't hold any racing events anymore. So I will go with Florence Speedway in Union, Kentucky. While I couldn't find the exact year, Florence Speedway was built in the 1950s as a half-mile clay oval. The track would be bought by the King family in 1984, and that's where the track took off. It became one of the most premier modified tracks in Kentucky, or maybe really anywhere. To this day, the track continues to host modifieds, pro late models, sport mods, Hornets, and Crown Vics. Florence Speedway also hosts the National Dirt Late Model Hall of Fame every year and has been doing so since 2001. This track has become a popular one, and for good reason. I think Florence Speedway is the best racetrack in all of Kentucky. Next up, we will take a trip to the southern state of Louisiana. For Louisiana, I have chosen the NOLA Motorsports Park in Avondale, which is a suburb of New Orleans. This track was opened in 2011. This track features a 17-turn or 13-turn road course that is a 2.6 to 2.7 miles in length. There are a few notable things about NOLA Motorsports Park. This track is designed to have an FIA Grade 2 road course, an outdoor go-kart circuit, and a skid pad for autocross and drifting. NOLA Motorsports Park currently hosts USF Pro 2000 Championship, USF 2000 Championship, 24 Hours of Lemons, and FR Americas. This track has also hosted one IndyCar race, which was unfortunately a disaster. This is a state-of-the-art track for the Formula One equivalent for the United States, and for that reason, NOLA Motorsports Park is the best racetrack in all of Louisiana. The state of Maine only has one track that I would choose for the best racetrack in Maine: Oxford Place Speedway in Oxford, Maine. This track was built and opened in 1950 as a 0.38 mile paved short track. It hosted the NASCAR Cup Series from 1966 to 1968, then later hosted other NASCAR racing series, including the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, and soon to hold the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour Series. Oxford Plains also holds late model races and other types of short track racing. With a great lineup of events and a great facility, Oxford Plains Speedway is easily the best racetrack in all of Maine. Next up is Maryland. I could only find one real racetrack located in the entirety of Maryland. That track is Hagerstown Speedway, located in Hagerstown, Maryland. Hagerstown Speedway opened in 1948 as a half-mile clay oval. This track would end up holding notable racing series such as the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, Monster Jam, Lower Series Division USAC Racing, and the Pennsylvania Sprint Speed Week. The track has also hosted the World of Outlaws, USAC, and the Arca Menard Series. For being the only racetrack in the state of Maryland, Hagerstown Speedway is quite a notable track. Hagerstown Speedway is the best racetrack in all of Maryland. Next up is Massachusetts. I have one racetrack I think that is worthy for this spot. While a racetrack like Palmer Motorsports Park is visually stunning and impressive, my choice is Seekonk Speedway because it is a lot more historic and notable. Seekonk Speedway opened in 1946 and was built to be a 1/4 mile oval short track. It was later reconfigured to a 1/3 mile racetrack with a figure 8 track. Seekonk Speedway hosts Fast Fridays every Friday from about May to the end of September. Fast Fridays features legend cars, pier stocks, sport fours, and bandoleros. Seekonk Speedway also hosts the NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series and also hosts the NASCAR Wheel and Modified Tour Series and the ACT Late Model Series. This well-known short track is a very active one. Racing is held all the time from May to September, and there is no shortage of racing at this facility. If you want to see racing in Massachusetts, then Seekonk Speedway is a great choice. Seekonk Speedway is my choice for the best racetrack in all of Massachusetts. Michigan has the Michigan International Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan. This massive 2-mile D-shaped oval was built and opened in 1968. The track also has an infield road course, which I doubt they use anymore, but hey, it still exists. This track really only hosts the top 3 touring series of NASCAR and also ARCA, but this track is well received. This track is one of the fastest tracks in all of NASCAR and has had plenty of memorable moments in NASCAR. This track used to also have other notable racing series. The IndyCar Series, the Trans Am Series, and even IMSA have all held races at Michigan at one point or another. Michigan International Speedway holds plenty of events outside of racing. They have a few seasonal events, but they also hold 5K races. They also host the Michigan High School State Cross Country Championships for the lower portion of Michigan. Didn't see that one coming. While having its highs and lows, Michigan International Speedway remains a solid racetrack and venue, making it the best racetrack in the state of Michigan. The next entry takes us to Minnesota. Minnesota has 2 racetracks that are both equally worthy to be crowned as the best racetrack in all of Minnesota: Brainerd International Raceway and Elko Speedway. For this list, I have chosen Elko Speedway, located in Elko, New Market, Minnesota. Elko Speedway opened in 1965 and became a notable track for local short track racing. In 1987, the track was able to get a sanction for NASCAR, meaning that it would hold the NASCAR Advanced Auto Parts Weekly Series. The Arca Menard Series also holds races at the track and is currently the shortest track on the ARCA schedule. The track also holds late models, bandoleros, and other types of short track racing. Elko Speedway also features a figure 8 circuit, which is another staple of Elko Speedway. In addition to racing, Elko Speedway has a drive-in movie theater where they usually play movies after racing events. Now that's really neat. Elko Speedway is a great track, and I think it's the best racetrack in all of Minnesota. The final state we'll talk about in this video is Mississippi. Mississippi's best racetrack is Magnolia Motor Speedway near Columbus, Mississippi. Magnolia Motor Speedway has been holding races since 1989. This track is a 3/8 mile dirt oval track with a jumbo racing surface. Magnolia Motor Speedway hosts World of Outlaws, sprint car races, modified races, and really almost any type of dirt racing. This track is widely known for holding the Magnolia State 100. While originally held at other racetracks in the state of Mississippi, the event was eventually moved to the Magnolia Motor Speedway. This event would become one of the biggest dirt racing events that did not have any sanctioning from any major touring series. Overall, this is a good spot for dirt track racing in the Mississippi. This should be a track that Mississippi is proud of. And that was part 2 of ranking the best racetrack in every U.S. state. Part 3 will come out next Wednesday. If you disagree with anything in the video, then let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good one.